Most people view negotiation as a battle of wills. They enter a discussion with the goal of winning by forcing the other person to lose. This is a low-leverage strategy that creates long-term relational drag. In the 1% mindset, negotiation is a clinical exercise in relational logic. It is the process of aligning two machines so they can operate at peak efficiency toward a shared objective. To maintain your momentum, you must install the negotiation engine. The negotiation engine operates on the principle of objective utility. You remove the ego and the emotion from the exchange and focus entirely on the data. Most relational friction is caused by vague requirements. People don't say what they need, they say how they feel. The 1% do the opposite. They provide clear, technical specifications for what the system requires to function. When you negotiate with logic, you aren't fighting a person, you are solving a configuration error. The first principle of the engine is the BATNA calibration. In any negotiation, your leverage is determined by your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. If you need the other person to agree, you have already lost your sovereignty. The 1% always maintain a parallel path. They enter the room knowing that if the terms do not meet the architectural requirements, they can walk away without crashing their own machine. This lack of desperation is a powerful signal of high-value hardware. Next, we address the currency of empathy. In the machine-like grind, empathy is not a soft skill, it is a data collection tool. You use tactical empathy to understand the other node's internal constraints. What are their fears? What is their primary directive? By mapping their operating system, you can present your proposal in a way that solves their problems while achieving your goals. This is strategic alignment. You're not tricking them. You are engineering a variable sum outcome where the total value of the system increases. Then there is the integrity anchor. The 1% never negotiate away their core values or their structural integrity. There are certain hard constraints in your blueprint that are non-negotiable. If a deal requires you to compromise your focus, your health, or your long-term vision, the engine triggers an automatic abort protocol. High-performance negotiation is about finding the optimal solution within the bounds of your non-negotiables. You are the architect. You do not remove the load-bearing walls for the sake of a quick agreement. The psychology of the 1% in this domain is clinical fairness. You want the other party to leave the negotiation feeling that the exchange was logical and beneficial. Why? Because you want them to be a repeat node. A one-time win that burns a bridge is a net loss for your relational architecture. You are building a network of long-term alliances. The negotiation engine ensures that every agreement reinforces the loyalty protocol rather than undermining it. To execute the negotiation engine, you must follow the three-step calibration. First, define your optimal outcome and your walkaway point. Second, identify the primary driver of the other party. Third, propose a system upgrade, a solution that enhances both machines. Use if-then logic. If you provide the capital, then the system generates the momentum. This removes the personal friction and places the focus on the mechanical result. Negotiation is the oil in the relational architecture. It allows different components to work together without grinding each other down. Stop arguing and start engineering. When you master relational logic, you stop being a debater and you become a deal maker. Audit the constraints. Map the drivers. Engineer the alignment. The machine requires cooperation to scale. If you are ready to stop losing energy in useless arguments and start mastering the art of high-leverage negotiation, subscribe. The Relational Architecture series is reaching its peak. We will see you in the next deep dive.